Greetings and welcome here on Har Zion from the King David Visitor Center. I have a very special lesson that I must get out to everybody. This year and this time, we need to change our mindset. We have to understand what is going on in the world. We have all of these natural disasters, which are, of course, not natural unless you're talking about done by Hashem according to the name Elohim, which is the name Hateva, Gematria, which is 86, which is meaning, I guess you could say, natural. But Hashem is trying to get attention, but let's understand what really is going on here. So there is a pasuk and a verse that is in Yeshayahu 41, it's chapter 40, verse 1, or Mem Aleph, Aleph, which is written over there, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yamar, Elohechem. Now, what does that mean? Console, console my people, says your God. We're thinking right now, and most people are in a certain mindset that has to be changed. We're thinking that we're in trouble. We have to beg for mercy, beg for rachamim from Hashem, because right now we're in a special time of gevurot, of dinim, of judgments. And the reality of it really is that we're out of this stage. And God is shaking things up. He wants us to finally be free. He wants us to become what's called B'nai Chorin. This is what we read in the Haggadah on Passover. To be men of freedom. Free men. Free people. Just like it was in Mitzrayim in the first, which is Egypt in the first exile, and the redemption from it, so is it in the last. What does that mean? Understand, of course, the word Mitzrayim, Egypt, is being Metzarim, in the judgments, in the harshness, and that which is narrow, confined. We have to be taken out of it, but guess what? We have to be ready to be taken out of it and ready to accept reality and make the jump and get it out of us. Because when you're in something too long, it becomes a part of you. But can you break it? Can you separate yourself from it? We know in the time of the first redemption, most of the Jewish people, the children of Israel, were not successful. Therefore, only what's called 20% left, according to our sages. That's a lot of people who didn't make it. The same thing is happening now. We need to do literally a quantum leap out, separate ourselves, and know that we have fulfilled the full measure of our cup. I'm going to explain that right now. So, it is also written in the next verse also, or in another verse, and that is going to be, give me 1 second here, and it says, continue in Yeshayahu 42, Dabru al lev Yerushalayim v'kor'u eleha ki malaya tzeva'ah ki nirtza avona ki lakha miyad Hashem yirkevavke kaplayim b'chol hatoteha. Translated, speak to the heart of Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, and call to her, for she has become full from her host, or she's full from her host. For her iniquity has been appeased, it has been finished. For she has taken from the hand of Hashem, and there is Yud-Kei-Vav-Kei, the hand of the God of mercy, and that attribute, double, twice as much, for all her sins. Now 1 second here. Let's just understand a few things. Why twice as much? Would that be fair? We know it's written in Zinu, in the Parsha there, Torah section. It's written there, Ki Tzadik Yashar, who Hashem is Yashar, he is righteous, always. So if he is righteous always, would it be fair if we have taken twice as much? So we have to understand this also. So let's go through some of the details here. First, let's understand what it means by speak, Alev Yerushalayim. Lev is the heart, that's the emotions. This is the part that makes us human and not a robot. It's not according to the intellect, the seichel. It's according to what we feel in the heart. Again, the heart is the reason why David HaMelech was chosen to be king, because God said, I chose a man after my heart. Is the similarity is and ends there, because God doesn't have a heart, but that which we have is that portion that we're able to relate to regarding Hashem. So therefore, Dabru Alev Yerushalayim. Alev Yerushalayim, the heart, that which is the center, that which keeps us alive, that which is the emotions that either will free us or lock us in. Yerushalayim. Jerusalem. What is Jerusalem? It's the place finally where God's presence rested and will rest forever in the revealed way when we are one with God. So we have to be one with God. This coming year is Shin, Pebet, 5,782. 82 is the gematria of the word Nevel, like the Nevel which is behind thee. On the side right there, that's the Nevel. The Nevel was a beautiful instrument that David HaMelech would play along with the Kinor on that side, which is a real harp. The other one in English would call a lyre. And the difference between the two of them is that the Nevel was played with one hand, only the right hand, hand of chesed, kindness, and mercy, while the Kinor on the other side is played with both hands, which brings chesed and gevurah together, which brings tzadik u'mishpat, which is justice, as well as judgment, with also rachamim, together, mercy. Together, you're able then to have true judgment, the proper judgment. You need them both. But the Nevel is all rachamim, it's all mercy. And that is the lesson, that is what Hashem wants us to know. Rachamim. Hashem is not doing all these things in the world. He's not punishing us. We have to change that mindset now. It's not a punishment now. God is trying to wake us up and to understand and to join Him and to be rachamim, to get out of the dinim, get out of the judgments. We are imposing them upon ourselves, people. We need to stop it. God is saying, the door is open. You have already taken the full measure. It ended with the Holocaust. When that's over, we drunk in full measure. God gave us back the land of Israel, and He's been building us, and He's been working on us to get us to finally make that quantum jump. This is the year to make that quantum jump. This year is a very, very special year, as I said. So, Nevel is mercy, and it's the concept of this. God is Rachamim right now. We need to understand that and be Rachamim too. That brings us together with Rachamim, Rachamim, mercy and mercy. 298 plus 298, Gematria, is 596. Special number, a lot to discuss on that, but in the simple way right now, it's the Gematria of the word Yerushalayim, with a yud. Therefore, what it is saying, Dabru Alev Yerushalayim, speak to the heart of Yerushalayim, meaning Rachamim. And Rachamim, when that happens, the Karu Elaha, and call to her gently, call to her with what's Gematria, which is 46. Special number 46 too. And why is 46 special number right now? Because it's also going to help us make the quantum leap and the quantum jump. When we add 46 to a special number, which is 932. What is 932? It is the gematria of Chaf Bet Tishrei. Why Chaf Bet Tishrei? Because that's the 22nd of Tishrei. After all of the holidays are over, at this time, and at that time, we should already be completely in the Geula Shlema, in the final redemption. How do we see this and how do we know this? I'm going to explain that in just one moment.